Okay. We're back working on this table, and we have an arrangement of more casings to engrave, carve down into the table. We have one here, here and here, and also over, you can't see it, but up there somewhere. So there's 5 more, which will mean Grandpa, myself and my wife, and Jill, Jada, and Riley. Because without Grandpa and my grandma, us 5 would not be family. So that's the plan. Is we're gonna engrave some more, throw a few more casings from the 21 gun salute in the table, and then do some final prep work and cleaning, and probably do 1 or 2 pours before we introduce any photos. And then the photos will probably end up laminating or doing something to protect them from the epoxy while it's curing, and then lay those in and epoxy over them a couple more times. So that's kind of the final layout of the bullets, and similar to the wrenches over there, or the wrench and the screwdriver, it was kind of like if we were to just drop, that's how it would lay out. So that's kind of a random pattern. I was thinking of like doing the 5-star points or something around the paper towel holder, but that just didn't end up working out. So I'm gonna fire up my air compressor, my high-speed grinder, and the vacuum, and get to work. Well, there, I got them all engraved. I believe they are deep enough that all the clear is going to cover. So I'll just verify that they're at least an 1/8 inch under this, and then I'll do my final preps. I've got a couple spots, I don't even know where. Regardless, okay, there's one. There's a spot where my grinder kind of gouged in, so I'll sand that out, sand it smooth like I did over here, and do some other sanding, just make sure that everything's good to go, and then put a couple layers of clear on. I'm really looking forward to this being finalized and done. So I managed to get all of these in, and now it's just time for some final prep. I've got my 600 grit, and I've got a cup of water, and I noticed here I've got some of those marks that I need to get cleaned up from the grinder, and then like I pointed out earlier, there's a little bit over here as well. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm going to work on this left-handed. I donated blood today, and so my right arm's a little incapacitated. So just a reminder, if you can and you are able, please donate blood. It's a very small amount of your time, and it could make a huge difference in someone else's life. Alright, so I have my 2-part epoxy. I am stirring it, and it is finally getting to the point where it is stirring clear. It is full of air bubbles, but we'll use a heat gun for that in a minute. We decided that this was the lowest part of the table, thanks to my loving wife. And so we made sure that everything was well below this. And we did have to sink the screwdriver down a little bit more than we wanted to, but it is what it is. All the bullet casings are in place, and planning ahead for future pours with a picture of my grandpa here. We have this U.S. Army, hopefully World War II era button that would have been on his military dress. And so this is done. I'm gonna just drizzle over some of these for now, and hopefully that works out. I like that. Seems like this is working. Can't make it over where I need to, but I'll get there. I don't think I ever mentioned while this is pouring that over here in the corner, this wedge is different than the other three, and that wedge itself is a baseball bat handle from the inaugural season of the West Michigan Whitecaps, and it was the little souvenir bat, and I needed one more wedge. I'm not a huge baseball fan, but had that because Grandma would take us there. So I figured that'd be an important thing to mention. So that is about a half gallon. Clearly, I'm gonna need to mix up some more real quick and cover the rest of this table. I can probably start spreading it like this. And that is our vocal cat in the background. So we made another batch. We're pouring the second one now. And hopefully this covers all the voids. And we also have a couple sets of special spatulas made up for spreading. So as soon as this keeps or stops running, I will move to that. It is very evident that I made the repair on the March to April, but I'm okay with that. At least it's fixed, and the table just has more character. And I wish even cars had truck beds, and every road was named Copperhead, and coolers never run out of cold Bud Light. And I wish high school home teams never lost, and back road drinking kids never got caught. I wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high. I wish honky tonks didn't have no closing time. And I wish grandpas never died. They never died. And I wish good dogs never got gray and old. I wish farms never got sold. And I wish even cars had truck beds, and every road was named Copperhead, and coolers never run out of cold Bud Light. And I wish high school home teams never lost, and back road drinking kids never got caught. I wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high. I wish honky tonks didn't have no closing time. And I wish grandpas never died. I wish grandpas never died. I wish grandpas never died.